Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play. Where I left off was at the North Settlement. And we're at Xander Gate. I was trying to do the side quests, but it was not letting me. So I was saying, screw it. There is a small little cutscene I will most likely put in. A little bit of dialogue here and there, but just something I can't do about it. Because I did not expect that to happen. Armored trucks, or I should say armored tanks, and an aircraft. Should at least give me a chance to do it later. Gaius. Looks like the Imperial Army 3rd Armored Division. It appears they're preparing for deployment. Thanks everyone. Let me see if I can get permission to strike you before lunch. Heck no, man! I wonder where Lieutenant General Vander could be. We need to find him. I suspected you might show up. Heck yeah. Trying to do this side quest, but it won't let me. Lieutenant General. Did you have some business to attend to elsewhere, sir? I thought I'd conduct another sweep of the area as precaution. Never mind that. You came at the perfect time. A freight train bound for Roger departs 30 minutes from now. I want you all on board that train. Finish up your fuel study as quickly as you can and return to the academy. No! You want to fight? What, sir? What about Gramps? Well, things ultimately depends on the action of the Republican Army. Bottom line is that we may be mere hours away from armed conflict with the coward Republic. I've already informed everyone in the settlement. They did not relay the message to you. Be that it may. We can't just turn tail and pretend none of this is happening. Lieutenant General. Have you established which side attack first? No. Both of you guys got attacked. That's the central question here. It's still under investigation. Start with a moment pause. You may have my assurance that the Imperial Army did not attack. We did not make the first move, nor have we retaliated. However, our army's watchtowers was destroyed and several guards lost their lives. As the officer in charge of Xander Gate, I have a duty to act. So there really were fatalities. Let's presume, for the sake of argument, the damage sustained by the Republican Army base was in fact deliberate sabotage by their own forces. How bad was the damage? Several facility was damaged. Their losses appears to be at minimum at 2 hours. Honestly, I estimate them to be far greater. I thought they lost whole base. That doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid we've long passed the point where leisurely discussing our possibility was an option. I would do all I can to avoid full-scale war, but we're prepared for the possibility of armed conflict. And I suspect they as well. But that does seem so wrong. Guys don't want to leave, man. This is home. If that's your opinion, General, will you at least allow me the chance to investigate what happened on my own? No! investigating on your own? As I'm sure you're aware, I know the Highlands like the back of my hand. Just let me get this goddamn mech. Yes, he wants to protect his peace on his homeland. I won't rest until I've unearthed the truth behind what happened. What's happening? You're serious? We'll do everything we can to help you. Man, I thought they would say, oh, we're gonna dip. Peace. No, wait. This is the people of Nord's problem. What? This is the people of Nord's problem? That didn't sound right. There's no reason for all of you to stay here and risk getting caught in the crossfire. A classmate and a friend is staying behind. Isn't that enough reason? I am the son of the House of Arabella. I would never disgrace the honor of my family by fleeing in the face of danger. Besides, it seems like your people have been what? It seems like your people have done a lot. Oh, done a lot for my grandfather. It's not coming out right. Not reading it correctly too. Guys, do you remember what you said to us back in Heimdall Station? The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. What? Huh. It appears you lost this one, guys. Lieutenant General, it's currently 10:05. I will permit you until 12:30 to conduct your investigation. I will do everything in my power to postpone any potential conflict until at least then. I could do side quest? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Then we have a moment to waste. We should begin by visiting the watchtower that was attacked. That sounds like a good place to start. Is it just gonna skip it to us?
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly. I agree with Elisa. We're classmates after all. And more than that, we're friends.
They're scared. I would be too.
This is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me.
He's a spy.
It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky, the breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars in the twilight. I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. I guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind?
To gain the skills necessary.
If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with their watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives have been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. In effect,
Just noticed
the Orbital Revolution shrunk the world.
they made this part animated.
It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now. That there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
I can't
Decent shot.
believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
Yeah. something along those
Modernization.
lines.
That's the
When I
word.
realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thor's military academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as grass, heading off to study abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then.
Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the academy.
I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their home so much that they'd leave it behind to find a way to protect it.
It's not a sentiment I can imagine many Erebonians feeling, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand. Elisa? Just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour his heart out to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this. Not after the people of Nord gave us such a warm welcome and treated us like family.
The boat slash line. You're
Couldn't
gonna
have
be
asked
ready.
for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop war from breaking out.
Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you.
Thanks, all of you. Really, thank you.
My question is, weren't you supposed to at least tell this to your teacher? Go talk to Sensei. At least contact Sensei? You can see sheer damage everywhere. Oh, the cell damage. It's even worse than I feared. They confirmed casualties too. I didn't think I'll ever have to see anything like this. As students at military academy, things like this are always within the realm of possibility. But I hardly expected my first sight of such devastation to be at the spark that ignites war was covered. This may be too much for students like us to handle. Of course! No, we've been in a situation that looks impossible before, haven't we? And every time we came through together, we just had to stay calm and think. Also, we could do something here. You're right. We should focus on doing what we can. Whatever we decide to do, we need to get a better grasp of the situation. Let's find who's in charge, get their permission, start an investigation. I see. The Lieutenant General Vander has given you his permission. I see no reason to refuse. Why does it look so weird on this screen? We got our hands full, staying on guard for any possible threats from the east. I permit you to speak with the soldiers here, but don't get in the way of them doing their duties. Understood. Let's get started. We should start by speaking with the soldiers and assessing the damage. That seems wise. Let's go.